Continuing coverage tonight, the South Carolina Republican Party has filed a federal lawsuit against the state with the goal of closing the party's primaries to just registered Republicans. Our Nate Stanley has been following this story for months, and he joins us live now with all of those details. Nate.
Well, Sydney, that lawsuit was filed against the South Carolina Election Commission and was signed over the weekend on July 4th. Leaders within the Republican Party say that non-Republicans have been voting in the party's primaries, and closing those primaries would stop that from happening.
Currently, South Carolina law lets people who are not Republicans choose our nominees and even run as candidates in our primaries. It's like allowing Carolina or Clemson fans to decide what players the other team puts on the field. It doesn't make any sense in football, and it doesn't make any sense in politics either.
South Carolina GOP Chairman Drew McKissick has filed a lawsuit this week aimed at changing how primary elections will be run in South Carolina. Greenville Republican Party Chairman Jeff Davis says he doesn't want non-Republicans to influence the party's elections.
They vote in our Republican primaries, and they're not voting for a hard-right, MAGA, America First, Trump-supporting type Republican. They're voting for somebody who's a little bit weaker on our platform and things of that nature. So that's why it's been a #1 issue for us.
The SCGOP hosted an emergency convention 2 weeks ago where the party voted to change its bylaws to close South Carolina Republican primary elections to just registered Republicans. At the time, that move did not change anything directly, but McKissick told WYFF News 4 shortly after the goal all along was to file a lawsuit. Davis says the lawsuit was an unconventional way to go about changing the state's elections.
I don't think they're going to do anything different because of this lawsuit or the rule change that the SCGOP put out last week. I think what will happen is this will gain more pressure on the legislature to actually give us a true closed primary bill and actually get it passed by the House and the Senate and then approved by the governor.
This year, the South Carolina General Assembly rejected several pushes to close the primary during a session where lawmakers also tried to redraw the congressional map. Davis is hopeful a new governor can get this done.
I think what was the problem last year, there were some bills that were being talked about and moved around, but our governor, Henry McMaster, had said even if they passed it through the House and the Senate, he was going to veto it. So at least next year, next legislative session, we will have a new governor, and hopefully that new governor will be supportive of closed primaries here in South Carolina.
We did reach out to the South Carolina Election Commission and was told that they would not comment on any pending litigation. Reporting in Greenville, Nate Stanley, WYFF News 4.